Hi all, Paddy Sport Review. From the weekend's events, start the Premier League, first match up Saturday, Burnley and Arsenal. Arsenal played well. They should have won this match because they had loads of chances, especially in the second half. Just not clinical. They need to work on that going forward. But they should have got a penalty. It's disgraceful how the handball rule, like some penalties that are handball are given and the others aren't. Like they need to sort this out going forward because it's slowly costing team points and money, and something needs to be done next year, to change the rules, and they can't keep changing them as the season goes on. But for Burnley, they showed a lot of fighting character in the second half, and I think Sean Dyche has done a brilliant job at Burnley over the last few years. Second match up, Southampton got back to winning ways. Che Adams' goal in this match was outstanding and could be one of the goals of the season. If you haven't watched it, give it a look. Third match up, Villa Wolves. I know it was 0-0, but it was really entertaining because both teams had chances, especially both teams hitting the post. Villa do miss Grealish with his creativity, and it looks like Wolves are just happy to finish mid-table. So probably a draw was the fair result in the end. The late match, Brighton Leicester. Brighton's Achilles heel haunts them again. They start well, they go ahead, and they should be getting a lot more points than they actually get. And will do well to stay up because, especially with Fulham getting a good result over the weekend. But for Leicester, they continue their good away form this season, and I think Rodgers has done an outstanding job with them. They deserve to finish in the top four this season because they've been outstanding. On to Sunday, Newcastle and West Brom. The draw probably suited Newcastle because it puts them a point closer to survival. Newcastle defended well, and I thought Clark played well, but for West Brom, didn't do enough to score a goal. I think they're running out of games to stay up. Second match, Liverpool Fulham. A brilliant away win for Fulham. I thought Anderson this match was outstanding, and I hope Fulham stay up because Scott Parker has done a brilliant job with Fulham as the season has gone on. But for Liverpool, another poor display. I think they're lacking the crowd at home because they've no atmosphere, like they've no buzz, like they can't get up for the matches. And also they're very lethargic, they're very slow. It's like they've no intensity in their play or anything like that. Um, I think their best chance now of finishing top four or Europe next year is winning the Champions League because they're a long way off finishing in the Premier League's top four. Too many points behind. Too many poor performances. The drop off from last season is unbelievable. Third match up, City United. I was surprised how well United played. They were outstanding going forward on the counter attack. I thought Bruno Fernandes was back to his best, both with and without the ball. And Luke Shaw had another good performance. He's been outstanding this year for United, but it's just frustrating that United can't play like this on a weekly basis because they would be a lot closer than City than 11 points. But for City, probably losing to United was probably the best thing ever happened to them because this is a good learning curve for them going forward as they try to break their hoodoo in Europe, and they could learn from this as the season goes on. But because United were so compact and hard to break down, City were restricted to long shots, so they found it hard to find their passing rhythm, and they got impatient as the match went on. So it was a great performance by United. And the late match, Spurs and Palace, Gareth Bale was outstanding again. He's been brilliant over the last few weeks for Spurs. Mad how he couldn't get in the team up to a few weeks ago. The form of Bale and Kane could be crucial if Spurs want to finish in the top four this season. European football, uh, Messi does it again. His longevity, how he's been so good for so many years, incredible. Probably the best player in the modern game. And Haaland does it again. I know I rave about this chap, but I think he's brilliant. He's the next best thing, and surely someone has to sign him in the summer because he's just so good, quality. I love watching him play because I think he's brilliant. And the golf, it was a good finish. And the Aaron Palmer, I thought Bryson was brilliant. His strength proved to be the difference, especially not just with the big drives, but advancing shots out of rough onto the green rather than laying up short. And I think his putting is very underrated because I thought he held some great puts on the back nine to win it. He's becoming one of the best players in the game because he's now won 8 times on the tour. But fair play to Lee Westwood. He pushed them all the way, and that'll give Lee Westwood great confidence for the season ahead. He could actually play in the Ryder Cup team this year. And well done to Jordan Spieth. Another good finish. This will give him great confidence because he's slowly coming back to where he once was. He showed signs over the weekend that his putting is coming back. So I'd watch out for Spieth as the season goes on. And it was good to see Tommy Fleetwood finish in the top 10. Um, because the next few weeks will be important for him if he wants to be in the Ryder Cup team this year. So I hope you enjoyed the action over the weekend. Thank you.